My name's Anna Mariz. I live here in Bellingham. I have never run for this co-op board. I have been a member probably for 25 years, and I joined because it's the co-op, good food, it's the community, it's the Bellingham institution. So I have been on a co-op board before, two actually. One, the Central Co-op down in Seattle, and then I was on a co-op board in Washington, D.C. So I've served on co-op boards before, but they're very different co-ops. I mean, every co-op is its own thing. More recently, I've been doing a lot of work in child welfare, and I kind of think of them as almost not exactly the same, but I think I was first interested in good food because growing strong, healthy bodies and what's good for kids. I kind of look at it as like from a mom perspective. So yeah, I see them as very similar. Well, the co-op's important to me. I grew up in Bellingham, so I've been going, I've been a member for 25 years. I've probably been going since I was a teenager when it was just a tiny little, nobody had heard of it. And I feel like the co-op is one of these institutions that shaped me as a person. My parents came to Bellingham in 1970 when a lot of people came to Bellingham in 1970 for very different reasons. I care about the environment in a way that it's just really innate. And I feel like the co-op really, it's almost like that's why. This is what we as a people care about in Bellingham. We care about community, we care about food. It's been such a beautiful evolution from, what it started us back in the day to this amazing center of Bellingham. And it's been really neat to watch. And it's just this huge part of who I am. So that's why I think it's important. That's why I want to be here and do this. So I actually have a lot of the kinds of skills that most board members don't. I've worked in accounting departments and finance departments, so I have a really good sense of balance sheets and kind of the technical aspects of, running a business. And then I also, of course, have the breadth of experience serving on other boards and other places where, every co-op is different and they have their different, problems and successes. And so having that wide sense of here's what it's like in Seattle, here's what it's like in Washington, D.C. I think that's really brings a perspective that I can bring. So I chose number 4, and they're all wonderful. Access to healthy foods, as I feel like the basis of a healthy child, which is the basis of a healthy community, which is the basis of a healthy society. And I feel like the more people who have that, the stronger and better and healthier and more thriving our world is. So it's fundamental to what I think is important. This one just drives you crazy. I've been thinking about this, any of the cheeses, but I think what I really get excited about is the produce. I haven't always lived up in Bellingham where produce is amazing. And every time I walk in, it's beautiful. And I always feel like vegetables are always a gift. Like some foods, you have to moderate, but vegetables are always a gift to everyone. So I love the whole produce section.